Yes, we are live. Welcome back, my dear friends. Thank you so much for joining me. And this is episode number 15 of Zero Point Healing Show. And this show, we are going to talk about how to upgrade your life by boosting self love. Self love is one of my most favorite topics of all. And when it comes to healing ourselves from our pains and problems in life, and regardless of which area of your life is affected, whether it is your financials or your relationship, or if it is your health, your career, whatever it is, self love is the fundamental to everything. And every single time I have a new client, the first session that I do with them is about building self love, because it is on self love. It's once we have self love, that's what takes us to the next step. This is the very basic fundamental of all. And if you've read You Can Heal, the book of Louise Hay, which is You Can Heal Your Life, You Can Heal Your Life, I guess that's what it is called. If you've read that, the whole book is about self love and all of the work that Louise Hay has done. She has beautifully described how self love, without self love, how can we expect someone else to love us when we don't love ourselves? How can we expect us to become successful when we do not appreciate and love ourselves? That's how crucial and important it is. And it's my pleasure to have Cheryl with me on my show today. She is a psychotherapist and RTT practitioner. And thank you so much, Cheryl, for choosing this topic. Before I move on to her, a brief intro about me. I'm Vishnu Priya. I am a healer in multiple different modalities, including RTT. And Zero Point Healing is a platform that I've put together for healers and therapists to come together, to join hands as we are doing this work of transforming the world. I was just talking to Cheryl a while ago that all of us are working towards the same end goal. Why not we all join hands so we can be that more powerful? So if you are a healer or therapist yourself, I invite you to Zero Point Healing, and please do register. And if you're interested in doing such interview with me, you are most welcome to do that as well. Just contact me. Okay, so with that being said, let's move on to Cheryl. Cheryl, thank you so much for coming here. Welcome to the show. Please tell us about yourself and how you found RTT.
So much for having me, Vishnu. So I found RTT really by accident. A couple of years ago, I was working two jobs. I had a full-time school job. I was starting my private psychotherapy practice, and I was working 60 to 70 hours a week, really burning the candle at both ends. I was completely overwhelmed. I started having a lot of anxiety and panic attacks. And because I was working so much, I was really disconnected from my life and my family, my husband, my children. And it was affecting me. I felt like I had hit rock bottom. So I did everything that, I was supposed to do. As a therapist, I know coping skills. So I started doing a lot of self reading for self-help and personal development. I started doing yoga and journaling and affirmations and meditating. I started following like the best gurus and traveling in the country to learn from them. And it all helped, but there was still something missing. And I didn't know what it was. My anxiety was rampant at this point, and I was trying to find it, like whatever it was. I felt stuck. I felt blocked. I felt like I wasn't moving forward in different areas of my life. And amongst all of my searching, I stumbled across Marissa Peer, who's the founder of RTT, Rapid Transformational Therapy. And I started following her on YouTube, and I started doing some of her sessions. I joined her masterclass. And then when I started doing my own RTT work and my own healing, that was it. That was what I was searching for. I was able to get to the root causes of my anxiety, of my beliefs that I wasn't good enough or I wasn't smart enough. And once I was able to get to that root cause and see where they originated from and upgrade those beliefs that were no longer, I wasn't that little girl where I created those beliefs anymore. When I upgraded them, my life completely changed.
Yes, and talking about psychotherapy, as you have that psychotherapist background, and comparing that to RTT and how RTT actually helped the psychotherapist to change her life, and how do you see it?
So that's a great question. I know, like I said, I know the coping strategies. I know what I need to do, and I couldn't do it myself. I sought out my own therapist, and it helped a little bit. But what RTT can do that therapy can't is get to the absolute root cause of whatever issue I was having immediately in one session. And a session is about an hour and a half, 2 hours. So in an hour and a half, 2 hours, I was able to understand the root cause, clear it out, and completely transform. I can't do that in regular psychotherapy. It would take me months, maybe even years, to get to the same place that I can get to with RTT. It's so profound.
Yes, and thanks to Marissa Peer for bringing that into the world. What an amazing gift RTT is. And that's why when we get it, it's like a huge gift that we have got that we just want to take and run with it. All right, so now let's get into the topic, how we can upgrade our lives by boosting self-love. Let's talk about self-love and what self-love really means to you.
So self-love is the basis for everything that we do in our life, everything. Like they say on an airplane, you need to put the oxygen mask on you first before you can help your child or anybody else. If you don't love yourself, you can't give yourself to other people. You can't help other people. You can't help yourself. So as women, we have so many external beliefs about ourselves. We want to be perfect. There's a lot of perfectionism. We want to be the perfect mother. We want to be the perfect friend, perfect daughter, the perfect partner, the perfect businesswoman, right? But there is no such thing as perfect. So if we're able to lower expectations of ourselves to be imperfectly imperfect, and I love that term, I have it posted all over on my mirrors everywhere. If we allow ourselves to be perfectly imperfect and love ourselves for all of our imperfections, our perfect imperfections, we're able to love ourselves in a different way without all of the conditions of being perfect or being good enough or pretty enough or thin enough. Because we make these beliefs about ourselves from a very young age, from childhood. And these beliefs are outdated, they're not true. So when you're able to upgrade them and let them go, you're really able to find self-love again.
Yes, and how do you think RTT is helping us have this self-love?
RTT really gets to the root cause of why you may not love yourself enough, and the whole basis of it is, I am enough, and truly believing from your core that you are enough in every single area of your life. You're good enough, you're lovable, you're worthy, you're deserving. And if you have limiting beliefs that are blocking some of those, that RTT can get to the root cause of it and clear it out and install these upgraded new beliefs. So you're able to truly believe that you are enough, that you are lovable, you are good enough, you are perfectly imperfect.
Yes, and talking about RTT, tell us a little bit about the structure of it and how it does this magic, how it is able to go to that root cause and upgrade our beliefs that I am enough. So we might say I am enough 1,000 times a day, but still it doesn't, change. But how is RTT able to change that in our subconscious?
Right. So your beliefs have to match your thoughts. So you can say it all you want, you can have the affirmations, but if you don't believe it at your root, you're not going to make the changes. So when a client comes to me for an RTT session, I'll do a complete full assessment of exactly what their issues are. What is it that they want to work on? We'll take one specific issue and then I'll put them under hypnosis. Now, hypnosis is not about being asleep. It's not about standing in a corner and clucking like a chicken. It's about having your body and your mind relax into an alpha state so I can give suggestions to your subconscious. So I'll put my client into hypnosis, and then we'll regress to a couple of scenes that all have to do with the root cause of why they came in, the root cause of what their issue is. And their mind knows exactly where to go. It's amazing. I've had clients who have gone back to the womb, back to early childhood. And once they see the exact time, event, and place that they developed a belief about themselves and how it is affecting them today in their adult life, we're able to take those beliefs and we're able to rewire the mind to upgrade it. So it's almost like, this is how I describe it. If you have cement and you put your handprint in wet cement and it hardens, that handprint is always going to be there. That's like the belief that you created in childhood. And until you either sand that handprint out or you pour more concrete over top of it, it's always going to be there. It's always going to follow you. So what RTT does is it sands it out or adds more concrete to it so it changes the pattern. And we know that our minds can create new beliefs, new habits, and new actions in 21 days. So at the end of my session, I always do a recording for my client so they can listen to that transformational piece for 21 days. And that's really where the magic happens.
Wow, I love the way how you explained the concrete, and that's an amazing example to give. That's what our subconscious is, it's wired with those programs that we had from our childhood. Every time our mom or father said that, oh, what you're doing is not right, something that made us feel that I'm not good enough, it's just printed in my brain from the age of 5, and it still affects me whether I'm 30, 40, or 50. And it's about the concrete example that you gave. It's just imprinted in the subconscious. And yes, RTT has all of those elements, the hypnotherapy, the NLP, and all of those beautiful mixes that come together and just rewires our brain. And yes, the 21-day transformation recording is, again, it's just, cementing it nice and neat and clean. Wow. Okay, so now let's move on to the healing session that you have for us. We have enough of time, so we'll give more time to the healing today. Let's get started.
Okay, great. So what I'm going to be doing today in the healing session is I'm going to be accessing your inner child. And we're going to upgrade the inner child with all kinds of self-love and healing so you can move forward in your life and really boost your own self-love in all areas of your life. So I just want you to get comfortable now. If you do have a seizure disorder, I don't want you to roll your eyes up. You can just close your eyes when I get to that point. So just sit relaxed now. Uncross your legs and your arms. If you're more comfortable, you can lie down. I want your palms facing up. And I want you to look up as high as you possibly can, as if you're looking through your own eyebrows or the middle of your forehead. Just roll your eyes up and all the way back. Perfect. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. And another deep breath in and out. And by now your eyes are starting to feel strained. They may even start to flutter, and that's perfect. One more time, breathe in. And as you exhale, just close your eyelids down while still looking up. Perfect. All of the muscles and nerves in and around your eyes are becoming heavy, droopy, and drowsy. Your eyelids are starting to feel as if they've been glued shut, sealed shut, locked together. The harder you try to open your eyes, the more they feel absolutely locked tight. So just forget all about your eyes now. Let your eyeballs fall where they may, and allow a beautiful wave of relaxation to come upon you. You may start to feel a drifting, floating feeling in your body. And I want you to imagine a beautiful stairway with 10 steps going down into the most peaceful, beautiful place in your mind. And if you drop your chin just a fraction, you'll get that same looking down feeling as if you were looking down those steps. And as I count backwards, you're going to see your feet, feel your feet, and hear your feet making contact with each and every step. Right now, you're moving on to step 10 as every muscle, every nerve turns loose, lets loose, and you go deeper into relaxation. You're taking step 9, step 8, and you can see your feet and hear your feet making contact with each step. You're taking step 7, step 6, as you easily, effortlessly move down to a much deeper level, deeper and deeper into hypnosis and deep relaxation. You're taking step 5 and step 4 now, as every sound and movement around you carries you deeper and deeper into the most relaxing place. You're taking step 3 and 2, going deeper and deeper into an awareness of yourself. Just breathe deeply. You're taking step 1. Just be there in the most peaceful, most beautiful place in your mind. And as you go deeper now, you're listening with your subconscious mind, and your conscious mind is drifting away. And hypnosis is not about being asleep, it's about being suggestible. And right now, I want you to imagine that you're taking a walk. And you can feel the sunshine on your face and the warm breeze on your skin. And you find yourself walking right to the home that you lived in between the ages of 6 months and 12 years. And if you lived in more than one home, you will instinctively know which home to go back to. As you walk up to that home from the street, you're drawn immediately to the front door. You open the front door, you step inside. Oh, and you remember that scent of the home. It looks exactly the way it was when you were a child. Everything is just how you remembered it. Now you walk to a bedroom, a child's bedroom. It's your bedroom when you were a child. And as you stand outside the bedroom door, you know that inside that bedroom is you as a little girl. You place your hand on the doorknob of the bedroom door. You open it and you walk in. And you see yourself there as a little girl sitting on the bed. And you both look at each other and you have an immediate feeling of love, a deep connection. She knows who you are and she's so excited to see you. She's been waiting for you. You put your arms around each other and you feel so safe, so connected. Now you're going to have a conversation with each other. I'm going to ask some questions to the younger you, and she's going to know the answers. And these answers to these questions are going to come to her mind immediately. Are you loved? Are you loved without condition? Are you happy? And these answers come to mind immediately. What is it that someone does or doesn't do to make you feel not loved or unhappy? Who loves you? Does someone show you every day that they love you? Are you loved without condition? Do they tell you that you're special? Do you feel special? Do you feel like you matter? Do you know that you're enough? Do you believe in yourself? What is it that someone does or doesn't do that makes you feel less loved, less special, or like you don't matter? And it's okay to get emotional here. It's okay to cry or feel sad. And I want you to look at that little child who is you, right in their eyes. And I want you to see what's going on in her mind. Just be there. Let the emotions come up naturally. That's perfect. You see, when you're a child, you made beliefs about yourself when you didn't know any better. You saw the world through the eyes and the perception of a child. And you created these beliefs such as I'm not good enough, I'm not lovable enough, I'm not smart enough, not worthy, not deserving. So as you look at that little child who's you are now able to understand immediately that you made these decisions, formed opinions, and came to these conclusions when you were just a little girl. So right now, I want you to imagine picking up that little girl. I want you to take your arms right now and wrap them tightly around yourself right now. Hold that little girl in your arms. That's perfect. You're holding that little girl in your arms, and I want you to say some things out loud to yourself. Or if you're in a room where you're not alone, then you can repeat them silently in your mind. So repeat these after me. I am becoming the loving parent to you now. Nobody in this world can play this role like I can. I love you exactly the way you are. I love you completely and unconditionally. You are enough. You are worthy and deserving of everything that life has to offer. You and I have balance now. There's nothing we can't do. And now I want you to take that little girl away from that childhood home and bring her to the home where you live right now. Walk her through the front door and show her that you're able to bring her into a different world, a world of love, a world of safety, a world of happiness, a world of being empowered, a world of belonging, a world of success. And as you take that little girl into your home and into your world, you are having a powerful and massive upgrade. You are upgrading her into your world right now. So take that beautiful little girl by the hand and show her around the home that you live in. Take her room by room. Show her everything that's available to her. She is so excited and so happy to be here with you. She runs from room to room as you show her all of the photos of your friends and family and all of the people that love you. You show her everything in your closets and your drawers. You show her all the food that's available to her in the refrigerator and the pantries. You show her the money you have in the bank. You show her all of the freedom and happiness that you have now. You show her that everything is available to her now. You are not that child anymore. Look at everything that you have available to you now. Things that may have not been available to you then when you were a little child. So say out loud, repeat after me, or say silently in your mind, that is not me. I am not a child. I am an adult now. I make my own choices. I am a powerful, lovable, safe, and happy adult now. Tell that little you that they're at peace now and are so very loved. Tell her that she will be so happy and that you will always love her unconditionally. You are aware of a powerful transformation taking place in you right now. You fully understand that you have the power now that you did not have when you were a child. You have choices now that you didn't have as a child. You have the power to make everything available to you, whether it's love, joy, happiness, belonging, money, or success. It could be having people who love you and care for you, who believe in you. It could just be knowing that you are enough, that you are an amazing person. You are important, you matter, and you deserve all the good things that life has to offer. Whatever it is, you have the power to make it available to you now, right now. You see, when you were a child, you saw things through the eyes of a child, through the perception of a child. When you were a child, you didn't see things clearly at all because you saw it through your child eyes. But when you can go back and see those things differently as an adult through your adult eyes, it changes the meaning of everything. So I want you to look at that little child who is you and understand the beliefs and the decisions and the opinions that you formed about yourself when you were just that little girl. And look into the eyes of the child in your arms, and I want you to repeat these after me. You are so loved. You are so smart. You are safe now. I am so lucky to have you, to be your parent. You matter. You're here for a reason. You are enough. You always have been enough. You always will be enough. I will always love you, protect you, make you happy, and keep you safe. Now take just a moment and feel how amazing those words feel in your body. To be loved, safe, happy. Look into the eyes of that small child, the one that is you, the one that you just had this beautiful conversation with, the one that you are holding in your arms. She is ready to live life together with you right now. Tell her right now that you're going to take her with you into your world, that she is going to merge as one with you. And right now, I want you to feel her merging into your body, merging right into your heart. Feel her entering your heart. Imagine a beautiful white light entering your body, surrounding both of you. You're both wrapped in this beautiful white healing light. Just take a moment and enjoy bringing her into your present adult world. And as you do, you may feel a deep warmth coming over you, or maybe even a tingling sensation in your body. She is part of you now. She can never go back, not even in her dreams. She is with you now and for always. She is totally safe, totally loved and protected, and so free. The past is behind you now. You can't go back, even if you tried. You cannot, will not ever be affected by the past again. The past is the past. And now you are a beautiful, lovable, successful adult living a life where you are completely free to be the person you deserve to be. And now that you found that little child again and upgraded her into your world, you love being her. Any old beliefs you had about yourself are gone, smashed, eradicated, gone from your life forever. You can never, ever go back and live through the eyes of that little child ever again. She has merged and is upgraded with you. And it's never, ever too late to have a happy childhood. It's never too late to reparent yourself. And nobody in the world can do this the way that you just did. So in a moment, I'm going to count back from 5 and bring you back to your full awareness. On the count of 5, you are slowly, calmly, easily returning to your full awareness. 4, you're feeling loved and so confident. 3, take a deep breath in, feeling so empowered. 2, feeling refreshed. 1, just open your eyes, fill up your lungs, and take a long, deep, healing breath. Welcome back.
Oh, wow, Cheryl.
Mhm.
It was so amazing. Wow, it was amazing. Yeah, I have no words. Like, I was in a totally different world, and like, wow, I love to be in that world of love.
Yeah, it's so, so powerful. And this is just a very, very small piece of what I do in a RTT session.
And I
So,
love that you chose this piece. We usually in the other shows we did the last transformational piece, but this is the magic. I think just by doing this, viewers out there, they are gonna magically change their lives, because this by itself is such a amazing, and this is one of the most powerful pieces of RTT. And so what she did today is just as she said, one small part of a full RTT session. Wow, I'm still in the effect of it. I'm like, I'm flying.
I'm so glad you enjoyed it.
Yes. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, so coming back. So she has multiple different packages as well. So tell us a little bit about the packages and all the empowerment, women empowerment kind of sessions that you're doing.
Okay, so I have 2 packages. My most popular package, obviously, is a 30-day transformation where I do the RTT. I follow up with you each week. We have some coaching sessions because it's really about not only going to the core and the subconscious, but you really have to make changes on the subconscious and the subconscious mind. And that's where the coaching piece comes in over the 30 days. So you would also get that 21-day transformation recording to listen to, in addition to us doing some work with the conscious mind. So that's the most popular package. The other one is just a one-time RTT. I'll do one-time follow-up with you, but the magic is really in the 30-day follow-up. That's where all the changes take place.
Wow, that's amazing. And today as a special, my dog is barking outside. It's the food dinner time for my dog. Okay, anyway, so the package that she mentioned, so we have an additional coupon code for you, a 10% off discount coupon, and that is 0 point. You can contact her. We have her link in the comment box below. You can reach out to her and book your session. And I'm still floating. I'm still not back from the session. Thank you so much, Cheryl. It was absolute pleasure. And wow, what a fantastic session. I'm sure people are going to love it. And please reach out to her if you're ready for a session with her, and you can find her link below. Any final words?
I just want to thank you, Vishnu, for having me, for having this space for other healers. And I'm just so grateful to you and everybody that listened. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm so touched. Thank you so much. It's my pleasure sitting here and doing this work, and I really enjoy it. And look at how lucky I am. I get to taste all the healing that all the healers are doing in the show, and I'm like, wow, how does it get better? Thank you so much. So we are ending the session. I'm gonna meet you in the next show. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. Meet you in the next show. Bye bye, all of you.